Duology first draft. So, Dying Renegades Book 2 has a complete first draft along with Crimson Stains Book 1. And today, I'm finally returning to Crimson Stains to replot it and hopefully start drafting it next week. This is going to be a short vlog because I'm only going to cover replotting, because I haven't done a plotting vlog yet. Here's Crimson Stains in all its glory. I've actually started replotting and I'm decently deep into it. I'm in brainstorming. I'm kind of just flying by the seat of my pants because I know what I need to flesh out. My replotting process is a lot smoother than my plotting process. So what I'm currently doing is I'm currently fleshing out just different groups because there's two main groups. I'm trying to just change the story too much, but I always change stories a lot in replotting. And essentially what I'm doing is we have this group. Okay, so I drafted Dying Renegades after I drafted Crimson Stains. It really helped me realize what I needed to add to Crimson Stains. And so I'm working in plot lines that will aid Dying Renegades more. And one of those things is making a gang more important. There was a gang in Crimson Stains. It's never mentioned by name. They never appear, but they're in the background because they know of Alistair's life. Alistair's a protagonist of Crimson Stains. This is Alistair. He's my favorite character. I love him so much. He is so funny. He's my little short king. He's so cute. If you follow my Instagram, which you should follow, you know how much I love this guy. Point is, Dying Renegades is getting called the Peacekeepers. I named them in Dying Renegades. They became really important in Dying Renegades. And I was like, okay, you need to be in Crimson Stains. So I'm fleshing them out more to figure out how they play in Crimson Stains and fleshing out plot points and all that. So right now it's really just more brainstorming, and then I don't have a ton of brainstorm. I just have to flesh out some things so that I know what's happening. And then we're going to move on to characters, which I know these characters super well. Because I've written a lot of books with them at this point. So I'm not too worried about the characters. I just make sure they all have arcs, motivations make sense and everything, because that was kind of lacking last time. I nailed the main character in arc last time, but I need to make sure I get everybody else too. So we're gonna do that. And then I also might add some new characters because I kind of have I want to add some depth to some things. Depth, not death. So we're gonna go. I'm also working on some art right now. Sorry. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Again, you can buy my books if you want to. You don't have to. I'm not gonna make you do it. We're gonna go. We're gonna get this replotting thing on the roll. It's the 10th, and I have decided I want this book to be ready to be drafted by the 14th. So essentially, I have until Friday to get it ready for drafting. And you know what? I'm not that worried because progress has been progressing. Here's what I've done today. I've been taking good notes and I've enjoyed it. So we have the cover. It's a bit scrapbooked because I like the vibes. To-do list, which I need to mark more stuff off now. I know it looks like a lot and I have nothing done, but trust me, I'm making progress. Information. This is picking out one group, which I already do stuff for. Basically, this is the stuff to promote work of the group. And then this is character stuff. So this is the main character, Alistair. I love him, you know that. This is actually the other main character. This is another major character. We don't like him. Then these are other major characters in the found family group. So we have these guys, her, and then these two men. He's not in their friend group, found family that is formed at the end. It's the other 5. And then this is an antagonistic figure I'm working on. She's not an antagonist, but she's like the person they're after. For the second man, I'll explain in a second. And this is gonna be, think about this, I'm gonna replace that with other characters. So these are all the major characters I had for the visionary. And then for the not so major characters, they had their own thing right here. So they only have basic fear, basic desire, motivation, fatal flaw, and arc. That might be spoilers, so I'm gonna scroll down. And these are for other major characters who aren't as major. And so I'm gonna do that again on here tonight. And then I'm probably gonna finish the 3-act story structure, which shouldn't take too long because I know it pretty well, in general, so it's not gonna take too long. And then tomorrow, I think, what's on my list? Let's see. It says word building, but there's not a lot of word building needed in this book. I might plot first, and then decide how much word building is actually needed, because I do know this world very well at this point. I need relationship maps, which shouldn't take that long, which I need to plot before I can do that. I need timeline, which is probably my next thing to do after the 4 acts and stuff. There are two possible new characters I might need, so I might tackle that tonight, or I might tackle that when I actually do plotting. Rough outline, chapter outline. I might not do a rough outline. If I do a rough outline, it won't be very. Yeah, I will do it. Actually, JK, I will do a rough outline. I don't have any examples because I don't have the notebooks with me, but I'll show you what it looks like when I get there because it's not gonna be the rough outline that I'm used to writing. This is the rough outline for CS. This is draft 1 stuff. So this is like draft 1 character arcs, which, by the way, I did not do this for Dying Renegades. I just guessed the character arcs and it worked. But this is the rough outline for CS. It was just brain dump, a very long brain dump, and then I split up into chapters right here. Right. I've been adding stickers to my notebook, and I've been scrapbooking in it, which is actually so fun because I do a lot of plotting in school and stuff, so it looks really cool. Anyways, for CS, I was working on something in class because there's a plot hole in the beginning of the book where the main character Alistair murders this really important guy, and there was like really no reason why because it's kind of stupid, but as you can see, I figured it out. So this is not what I figured out. Anyways, this will be more of what my rough outline looked like, which is just like short one sentence scene, like this kind of thing. So that's gonna be super easy. But after that, the chapter outline won't look like this. Well, the chapter outline won't look like that, you know, all blocky stuff. Instead, it's gonna look like, I need to not spoil this for you guys, like bullet point to bullet point. Chapter 1 had a lot of bullet points because it was a new chapter. As you can see, like chapter 5 or chapter 4, it only has like 4 bullet points. You know, I hope that'll make sense. I don't want to talk too long, but basically, I have to also add a prologue because this got bumped up to a mainstream series. I think I talked about this before. Basically, this series used to be a spin-off, so what is that major, but now it is mainstream. So each mainstream series that I write, all my books are connected. 7 series franchise. The mainstream, each mainstream book, first book has a prologue, last book has an epilogue. So first book of Natural has a prologue, last book has an epilogue. So I'm gonna write a prologue for this duology, which I'm pretty sure I know what the prologue will be. So that's gonna be good. And then I think I have the flashbacks figured out in my head. I know where they're gonna go mentally. This book used to be a murder mystery because it deals with like this really important guy is killed. So the book starts off with an assassination, and then the main character, Alistair, is taken to this place, this group of people called the Wanderers. He is blamed for a murder in the Wanderers that he didn't do, so he has to find out who did it. But in the who did it part, it was like a whodunit novel, but now it's actually a manhunt because they figure out who did it really early on, and then they have to hunt her down because they can't locate her, so they have to hunt her down. Which I think works better. So I think Dying Renegades has more mystery than CS does. I think it's fine. So take out the mystery part. Sorry guys, there's mystery in the next book. Over Manhunt. And the issue was that the assassination, it made no sense. The issue I talked about earlier, it made no sense for Alistair to be willing to assassinate this person because it's like really hard to do, and like you're gonna get in trouble. They're gonna catch you for it. And then we essentially, my previous beta reader, came to the realization that it was kind of an attempt, in a way. It was, his goal was to be taken hostage afterwards, captive afterwards, and then sentenced to death. Like, that's what he wanted, because he has no more to live. But he didn't want to himself, because he didn't want his sister to be mad at him. So he's killing this really important person that they both don't like, so that she will be proud of him during his final moments. And he's always struggled with this, but I didn't realize it would be active during CS. CS is basically now him realizing, finding a will to live. It's a message of hope to people who are struggling with the same thing. Which he's always had this aspect, but it wasn't like active in CS. Like, he was okay with being alive in CS, but Ezra's savior complex is really what keeps him going. So that's great. And I've worked more full team stuff in. I'm excited. I'm really excited. So I'm gonna stop yapping and I'm gonna do some more plotting and hopefully shower before I go to bed because this is not it. I feel disgusting. ready to print Dying Renegades, and I shrunk the page count to 778 pages, 83 pages, epic, by just making the font smaller, so I can print it with Lulu, because I don't want to go with the English mark again, which I did for the third book of this series, but I don't have it with me. But because the third book was twice the length of this book. If you don't know what Dying Renegades is, Dying Renegades is the second book to the book I'm plotting. This bad boy, this is yes. Ooh. So yes, hold on. So yes, Dying Renegades is the second book that I just finished first drafting. So I made like a ton of vlogs about it recently, and I just finished my most recent vlog, which you should totally go right watch. Anyways, I'm like need to make the cover in a minute. And then, yeah, I'll get back to you later. Anyways, it was the trial 3 didn't really happen, because it was more of like, the trial 3 was going to be like a fight to the death, and then the other two contestants made it that far with Ezra and Malachi. They were all going to fight each other, but like Alistair was like kidnapped, so he wasn't in the trial, so it was just Ezra and Malachi, and it was like really anticlimactic. So we're going to have trial 3 actually happen. I'm not going to say what happens, but it has a twist on the fight to the death kind of thing, but not to the death, because we're not killing off minors. There's a twist, so it's gonna be really fun. And then, hold on, where is Dying Renegade's cover? Where is it? I don't have the new cover yet, which I'm really sad about, but it's okay. I'm working on it. It's just slow. Alistair Cozen. Yeah, anyways, he doesn't get, so he got kidnapped, and then, no, he didn't get kidnapped, okay, he went to his house, then he got kidnapped. The problem is that doesn't happen anymore, because trial 3 does happen, and then Alistair is kind of like a fugitive, he's a fugitive, so he's been fighting against not returning, because he doesn't want to return, obviously, like, he doesn't want to be caught, until, hold on, I'm sorry, this is really annoying. So he gets, what am I even saying? I don't know. Oh, I have to move that. Gosh darn it. This is why I run out of storage so easily, bro. I was saying, I still want him to go home because I want to see his sister again, but I don't really know why, because I know that he like turns himself in, because he's like, so, okay, the trial basically was the dark night of the soul, so it was not nice to him. So essentially he did not want to stay. I need to figure out how we're gonna get, like, is this the crime that's gonna happen in the same place? It's gonna be somewhere else? It used to happen in an abandoned subway station. I thought that was really cool. Is that still gonna happen? Are we still doing that? Or are we going somewhere else now? I don't know. Okay, I can't focus and talk to you guys, sorry. Gosh. Okay, this is what I currently have. I just blended out this middle part. I think I have to get rid of that. Let's see. Yeah, we don't got that in the back. So I might have to. I'll fix that in a minute. But I'm currently watching Marceline. I just found her channel the other day. I'll link in the description. I just watch her videos a lot in the background. There's just something about like the way she films and talks. It's just really like not like satisfying. It's really like satisfying to see another young author. So, you know, shout out. I love her channel. Anyways, I'm gonna finish this. It's like a little mini segment of my vlog, I guess. But I'm gonna finish this up. I'm gonna go fast. Beautiful. You got something? Okay, update. I already ordered it. I'm not call my friend for a while. I ordered it. This is the cover. It says spinoff. It says no more duology. It's now the bleeding duology. It's no longer spinoff, but I don't quit changing it because book 1 still says that stuff. So, whatever. So yeah, you shouldn't see it in this vlog, but it'll come in eventually. I spelled and wrong. Two ways to fix that. Okay, hi. We're here for super heavy yap clip because this clip's gonna end when
1, I found myself storage. 2, my roommate walks in. Or 3, I fill everything out. So I'm gonna see which one happens first.
I talked about earlier, I was really distracted when I was filming that. Oh, here's Link's sword. I have Link because I'm a nerd. Anyways, so the problem, this is a fun prompt. The problem at hand is that I don't know how climax is gonna go, because I'm gonna spoil so much right now, but it's okay because I can edit it out. Alistair Cozen, something really bad happens to him. I'm not gonna say what, and then for different reasons, and then he has I feel like I'm running out of storage. I'm gonna stop recording. So I guess there's a fourth thing that could happen. Maddie got bored. So yeah, but I did figure some stuff out. Hi vlog, I have class in an hour, give or take. I've almost figured the climax. I have one part left. I'm making a post all morning. It took so long. I did homework. I'm gonna figure out the climax now. I just did this without mine done. I finished. This is the rough outline, so it's only 66 major, I don't know what to call them, plot points, I guess. Not really scenes either, but now we have to flesh out some things, timelines, relationship maps. So like, come on, after this is my last thing stuff to do. I did this one, maybe I'll have to see. I don't think I'm gonna worry about the new peacekeeper characters thing. Relationship map and timeline, I do that for sure. And then we can chapter outline, I think, because I don't think we're gonna need word building. I have to go to class now. Okay, welcome to the laundry room because I'm getting laundry. Just speak really quietly because the window's open. Low-key, I finished what I needed to finish for the chapter outline. I finished what I needed to finish for the rough outline. And I technically spent chapters, not really strong chapters, pretty big ones. Like, just to get a general idea. I'll flesh it out more tomorrow. Bro, the timeline had restarted 3 times because I've been messing up some really bad timelines. It started off happening in all in 1 week, and it got moved to 3 weeks, 2 weeks. So it started off all happening in 2 weeks, it got moved to 3 weeks, now it's all in 4 weeks, which makes more sense. I'm just stupid. And what else did I do? I want to make an edit for the Natural Trilogy really bad. Like I said, there's like the audio, like the song, This Is War, these songs natural, and I haven't edited in so long, like I made an edit like that, so I really want to. Anyways, I'm gonna go because I need to get back to my room, and I'm just gonna be walked in on, so. What is up, guys? I'm currently about to clean my room. I'm not started yet. Because we have a dorm check today, and I lost my mic. I don't know where. I was using it last night because I wanted to use my AirPods because they're charging, but I wanted to watch reels in bed. Okay, here's the thing. I was watching. I'm gonna give her a shout out, Marceline. I'm actually watching her right now, guys. Yeah, don't know if you saw that because I'm just like so addicted to her videos right now. I haven't commented yet because I like have a fear of commenting sometimes, but like if you see this girl, I watch you. Anyways, oh yeah, I was watching her edits and I was like, oh my gosh, because I don't usually read mystery romance, but like the edits are like so motivating, inspiring. I don't know the word, and it makes me want to edit again because I haven't edited. Anyways, her books really intrigue me, which is really interesting because again, I don't do mystery romance. So like no offense to people who are in the genre, you guys are really cool. I just am apparently a sci-fi girly. I thought I was a fantasy girly. Apparently not, but you know, did I Spider-Man shirt? Anyways, yeah. So now I made, and I spent the 2 a.m. making edits and watching edits. That's all I did last night. Oopsies. I do want to get back into making like edits. I think they're really fun, and more interesting than what I usually do on Instagram, which is just like face reels. And I want to put more effort into my content. So, anyways, today I didn't plan on making settings, like detailed settings for this book, because I didn't plan on doing it, because they don't travel a ton. There's like 4 major locations. There's locations and other locations, like there's like a kitchen in the house, but like there's a house, you know what I mean? And so I didn't think I would actually be doing this, because I didn't think there would be that many locations. And then I started doing it, so let me show you. Also, this cookie is fire. Oh, I did in the video, and my intro got cut off. Part of it did. So basically, I wrote this book. You can't buy the hardcover, don't let this throw you off. The interior is the exact same as paperback. Ebook's different, but this is what it looks like on the inside. And if you want to, this is like what the book's about, so let you pause to read that. There's also a back one. Ignore the review quotes, I forgot to take that off. This is not a paperback, but this is true. So, anyway, so quick tour. Title page, whatever. We have some map, playlist. It's just one page because whatever. Then we have pronunciation guide, and then trigger warnings. Nothing too bad because it's not bad, but this thingy, whatever it takes, because that's the motif of the trilogy. And then we have the prologue, and then interlude 1, because there's 3 interludes, and then there's like a graphic. Also, there's journal entries between parts. Then part 1 starts. Then we get into the book. So again, I never showed the interior, but I really like it. So start into part 1, interlude 2. It's very fun. Book 2 is out too. I don't have book 2 on me. I need to buy it again. I left it in my house to save room. I'm trying to find the back matter. The back matter includes this, the end. Author's note. I yapped so much. Oh my gosh. Character arcs. I'm an artist if you haven't figured that out yet. So these are all the characters I drew. If you want to look at them, they're in the back. This is in paperback too. This is not an ebook. The ebook does not have all the fun stuff because I was lazy and formatting. And then sneak peek to book 2, which is currently out. So, in a dictionary, which you shouldn't look through until you finish the book, so spoilers. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Again, book 2 is out as well. In paperback, we don't have hardcovers yet. Anyways, this project, I started to Scrivener again. I used to use Scrivener. I used it for book 3 of that trilogy. So, this monster, this absolute monster, I used it for book 3, but then I didn't use it for the duology I wrote. This duology, hold on. Crimson Stains, and then Dying Renegade, which I recently finished. There's a whole 2 vlogs on it. This book's a lot of vlogs. Anyways, I'm returning to Crimson Stains at the point in the vlog, but this duology can be paired with natural. You don't have to be both of them. We've gone through that before. So this is revolutionary. And as you can see, I did like have stuff for the locations, but there's a lot more locations than there is in Crimson Stains. Here you go. Crimson Stains only has 4 main locations. I wrote like 900 words worth of the Cozen apartment, which this is not the main location. This is like seen like 3 times. I was just really getting into it. And then I have to do the Wanderers HQ, Peacekeepers HQ, and then another house. So that's what I've been doing. And yes, I'm using Scrivener again because I haven't used it in like a year or so. That is the update. After I do the location, it should be okay. It shouldn't be that bad. It's only 4. And I've written with the Wanderers HQ a lot, so I know them pretty well. After that, we're gonna do the chapter outline. I'm excited for that. So I'll see you guys on the flip side. Do you want a cleaning time lapse? I'm really testing my phone storage again. good morning, party people. It is the 14th. I did not finish my outline. I actually got the chapter 19. I didn't even finish part 1. I like conked out. I'm gonna finish it today, then hopefully write the prologue tonight. It's okay. I'm low-key upset because of all the plot changes. We're losing some of my favorite scenes because you can't see this, but this, you can't. This thing right here, this. I want to keep that, but I don't know how to keep it because they're no longer chased by scary fire-breathing lady. They hunt her down instead. But I actually might have a way to make this work, low-key. Anyways, that's what I want to say. I did not complete my job last night. I made a post for Instagram, Valentine's Day instead. So if you follow my Instagram, you've seen it. Maybe I made it. I don't know if I made an edit for today for my YouTube. Maybe I did. I don't know. Cause this is the only ship I cared about. I'm hesitant to share online, so I'm like unmotivated to make a post for anything else. So yeah, I'm getting braver. I've been hinting towards them, but I haven't explicitly said anything yet. Cause I'm a whip and I want to get canceled by my fan base on Instagram. I'm not as nervous on YouTube. I feel like I shouldn't be nervous. This is a stupid thing to be nervous about. I'm gonna get back to work.
Ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
I see. Well,
Okay, hi. It's later in the day, and my brother and my sisters want to play Minecraft. I want to join them, but I have 10 chapters left, so I want to finish outlining the final 10 chapters, which unfortunately is mainly all new stuff. But I asked for 15 minutes, so I'm at 15 minutes, hopefully longer. If I just lock in, it should be doable. So we're gonna try to do that real fast, and then Minecraft, sorry. Tonight, I don't really have anything I want to do other than finish this, and it's only 9 o'clock at night, and then write the prologue and probably spend the rest of the night doing other stuff. So, let's freaking go. So, I accidentally messed up my entire Scrivener interface. This is what it currently is. I know it's blue, the book is red, but I don't like the color red that much, and I really like the color blue. I think it's my favorite color. I don't know if you can tell. One of my home has more blue in it. But, you know, a favorite color is a favorite color. Okay, I've been looking for like 15 minutes, and I only have like 3 chapters, 4 more chapters. I feel really bad for not playing with my siblings, so I'm gonna hop on Minecraft. But I'm really close to finishing, so like, this stuff just has a lot of details because it's like unwritten in the draft, so I need to like actually remember what happens later. I can just copy and paste. Wait, dog, I can just copy and paste this part of the brain dump right here. I can just copy and paste that because that's exactly what happens. I'm a genius. Oh my god. The amount of short updates this video has is actually insane. My Wi-Fi is not working on my iPad. I'm working the climax. I have 4 more chapters left. I got Roblox with my siblings, and because Minecraft wasn't working. Anyways, now I'm just like, here's the thing. This is book 1, and I am like using what I know of book 2 because I drafted it, so I know how it works and how it ends. But I'm thinking about book 2 as I'm writing book 1 again. Problem. I'm like realizing that my issue right now is that I'm like I'm thinking of how this would affect book 2, and I'm treating book 2 as if it's finalized. It's not finalized. Book 2 is gonna go through changes. This one is being finalized, but I can change book 2 based off the changes I make to book 1, right? I don't have to focus so much on making sure this matches with book 2. Book 2 is not finalized. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm like, because what's happening in this scene is that basically the peacekeepers, I've talked about them a little bit, they're kind of an antagonistic group in this book series, and what's happened to them is going to kind of put them in a bad spot. And so I'm not sure how that will affect Dying Renegades, but I can just replot Dying Renegades is not finalized. I don't have to treat it like it's finalized. I can change this and it can't change Dying Renegades, and that's okay. I want this done so badly. I have 4 chapters left. Why? It's just a chapter outline. Okay, I finished my chapter outline. I might record writing the prologue for you, just a little sneak peek. Maybe. Don't know. We're gonna see, because this vlog is about plotting. Whatever. My thoughts. I'm a lot happier with how this is looking. Everything is really solid. Every major character seems to have character arcs. It just seems a lot more connected. I tried this in my previous vlogs about how I felt like in Dying Renegades that the full team wasn't a full team, and I wanted to fix that in both CS and DR, and I think I did a really good job of fixing it in CS. I am an action girly, and so I really wanted more action type sequences. I wanted this to feel more of like almost a Mission Impossible movie, you know? It's kind of there, and there's a lot more fight scenes and just like missions and high stakes, and I really like that. The climax is a lot more high stakes, this fighting, and again, I like fight scenes, I love action sequences. Makes me so much happier versus draft 1, which wasn't much of the action. It was more of just competing in trials and emotional stuff. So I'm happy to have more action, just kind of like action. I'm trying to keep the emotional appeal of draft 1. One of the major characters, Malachi, we don't like Malachi, he sucks. But I noticed that he isn't as major in this draft. Like, he kind of steps back a little bit. He still does the terrible things he does. He's just not major throughout the whole book, and I really think that's for the better, considering the next book. Yeah. And then there's no romance. I took out all the romance. There was a slight romance in draft 1. I just took it out completely. We don't need that. I don't think this book needs romance at all. I think it could be completely platonic and be okay. There is chemistry hinting. There's chemistry building, definitely. Dying Renegades definitely has a ton more romance in it. I don't know if I can take that out. I'm probably have to keep most of it in. But CS itself is very platonic. There's nothing. There's some slight chemistry. And I am kind of there's some things I'm iffy on. I'm not sure if I made, again, because the antagonists want to kidnap Alistair, and it's essentially really easy to do, but it takes like the entire book to happen, and the idea is that they want him to give himself up because it's too suspicious any other way, and there's kind of a whole like reasoning why they chose this method, and I just hope that makes sense, because that wasn't really the plot of draft 1. It's kind of altered a bit. I really hope that makes sense. If not, it's gonna take some editing later. And then I also am kind of nervous about keeping up with Alistair's healing, because he is recovering from some pretty heavy drug abuse that really affected him for many years. And so he has been weaning off it for a few months before this book happens to speed up the process a bit. But it's definitely still a struggle he has, and I just hope I can like keep it realistic, you know? Yeah, because it's important to book 2 in a way. It's talked about more in book 2, whatever. But I think I'm really happy with this chapter outline. This is a final draft, but it's not a final book. There's still gonna be tons of edits afterwards. I don't have to perfect it within this draft. I'm not gonna perfect it within the draft. I always end up messing stuff up during drafting, so it's okay. Otherwise, I'm really happy with how this turned out, and I hope, yeah, I don't know. I guess that's the vlog. There's 50 chapters. It used to be 40. I feel like I might have split it up even more, maybe to 55, maybe to 60. I actually write longer chapters. My chapters are usually averaging 4K now. My published novels have shorter chapters, so my chapters are like the books I'm currently writing have longer chapters. I've had chapters from anywhere to 4,000 words to 10,000 words, which is a lot. And there is reasons why. It's because I plot my chapters outlines to end on a very specific number, and I don't like messing that up, because for Natural it's set in stone, because book 1 is 55 chapters, book 2 is 65, book 3 is 75 chapters. But I don't want to mess that up. And book 3 just has really massive chapters. Like, it has almost 3 10K chapters. Because what happens, and I can't split them because I only have 75 chapters to work with. So there's pluses and minuses to setting things in stone. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and go. I hope you guys see the next video, the next vlog. I have an idea what it will be, but I'm not like completely sure. So I'll see you guys later. Hope you had an amazing Valentine's Day, because it's currently Valentine's Day. And if you do see the prologue in this video, it's just for fun. But if you don't see it, you don't see it. I don't know. I'm actually about to write it right now, so I'm gonna go. Happy Valentine's Day. Hope you have an amazing day, guys. I love you. Also, in my comments, feel free to drop your favorite books, and whatever emoji you see on screen, comment it. I want to get to know you guys better. I want to build a more of a community. I just like people. I feel like I'm not as active on YouTube as I am on Instagram, so I need to fix that. Anyways, I don't bite. I'm really nice, I promise. I promise. Do I look scary to you? That's my laptop, you see my reflection. Bye.